Hi, everybody. It's your friend Daniel Hutchins. Yes, me, Daniel Hutchins. We're back again. Yes, we are back again, my friends. We are here until the end because we're moving and moving along. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We keep going. We straight balls and rosin. We just keep going. So what are we doing? We just got back from McDonald's again for the the billionth time. Because like I said, we love McDonald's. McDonald's is my favorite restaurant, and again, I stand with it 1,000%. Yes, sir. Anyway, being born and raised and growing up on McDonald's, I'm like, yeah, buddy, yeah, buddy, yeah, buddy. If I ever do become a rich, famous celebrity on YouTube one day, I would love if one day, just one day, if McDonald's can do an ad over and overlay on my video, I would be super stoked. Yes, I'd be super stoked. But I don't see that happening. But anyway, we're out here, outside on a musty day. It's a musty day down here, kind of a warm, kind of musty day out here. Musty, but not musky, because we hate Musk. Oh, we hate Musk. Musk is doing some terrible stuff. Yes, not trying to go political now, but we sort of now are. But anyway, everything from going to Mars and building robots and freaking having Tesla electric stations and doing Nazi salutes and shit. No. And that's what we gotta have next to a boy, Don the Trump. It's like, no, I can't do it. Trump 2.0, more like Trump got hit in the wrong place. He should have just been not clipped in the ear. He should have not been clipped in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. He should have not been clipped in the ear. Because at least the old Trump we were able to tolerate. Now it's like, here's a stack of bills. Sign the bills. He's like, sign them so fast I'm not even fucking reading them. I was like, oh shit, this country's gonna go to hell. I was like, oh yeah, we thought Trump 2.0 was improvement from Trump 1. Nope. He's worse. I thought we were making America great again. Not making America drive itself to the pits. I was like, oh yeah, now we're gonna tax all the countries. Yeah, sure, tax all the countries while we try to produce our own gas, oil, food, and everything else. Yeah, sure. Guess that explains why some specific foods at the store are so expensive. I guess that's why food in general is expensive. So whatever, dude, whatever.
2 hours later.
So, we're back again. We got interrupted by some stupid advertisement. That switched me to a screen about something I don't give a jack shit about. Yes, something I just don't give a jack shit about. Also, before they switched the screen off of the video preceded this, I was talking about how bad the country is and how politically insane Trump has become. I was like, oh yeah, he's signing stuff so fast he's not even reading it. And then half the time it's like, oh yeah. No. Can we trust Trump again? Maybe not, but hey, at least it's not Joe Blow. I don't know. Joe Blow was so slow. It's like, oh yeah, what does Joe Blow do all day? Oh, sleep and eat ice cream. Well, okay, yeah, sure. It's definitely an improvement, but not that much of an improvement. In fact, if it went from worser to worstest, I would say no. But anyway, more disappointing than the egg you ate. Oh shit, eggs are expensive. I wonder why. Because chickens are not getting knocked up anymore. And then you have to fucking knock the chickens up on steroids, be like, ah! And then fucking have like freaking humongous fucking eggs like the one banned episode on Sesame Street where Big Bird gives birth. I'm like, no, that's crazy. Speaking of Big Bird and all that, I'm like, oh yeah. Speaking on the subject of Big Bird, I'm like, oh yeah. Sesame Street. That's also what I was going to fill you guys on today. Sesame Street. Sesame Street should have ended in 2020. I swear. Everything on Sesame Street today is absolutely uninspiring, uncreative, and has no direction at all. Uninspiring, uncreative, and no original stuff at all. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, we have Elmo and Rosita, and we have them still around. But we have all those new kids on Sesame Street taking all the credit. It's like, oh yeah, Tamir, Gabriella, Johan, whatever fucking girl name is. You don't even see Abby Cadabby. You don't even see Rudy. You might see Grover sometimes. You never see Ernie and Bert. You never see Oscar the Grouch. Well, maybe sometimes. but not even enough. It's like, come on. You're giving all these new Sesame Street characters all of the credit, and you're not even using the original ones. It's like, come on. You're a multi-billion-dollar children's workshop, and you don't use your characters. I'm like, you don't use your legacy characters like Oscar and Big Bird, and you don't use Grover enough either. I was like, oh yeah. Hiya, buddy, it's your fluffy friend Grover. No, that was bad. But anyway, but the point is, Sesame Street has gone downhill. Sesame Street has gone downhill. And I want to say this as part of the video because I'm just really, really disappointed with the Sesame Workshop, because Sesame Workshop used to have their shit together. Now they don't have their shit together. They're mismanaged. They're uncreative. They have no original stuff at all. Everything's all shorter. The time is now shorter. It's now, yeah, sure, forget having a long episode of Sesame Street now. It's already like, you'd be lucky if you have a 25-minute episode now. I was like, oh yeah, sure. Now, like, the only thing I do like, the only new stuff I do like is Cookie Monster and Gonger. But aside from Cookie Monster and Gonger, the rest of the new content on Sesame Street just went to fucking hell. Elmo's World, when it got redesigned, it went to hell. The other Elmo segment they had, yeah, that didn't last long either. Abby's Flying Fairy School, I remember on that. They don't do that anymore. Abby's Amazing Adventures, they don't do that anymore. Cookie Monster Crumbly Picture Productions, they don't do those anymore. What was it? Super Grover 2.0, they don't even do that anymore. I'm like, come on. They don't even have that anymore. Like, what the fuck? And then they have, what was it? The other segment of the show called, oh, I don't know. But anyway, they don't even have any of the good shit on Sesame anymore. That's what I'm basically telling y'all. I'm basically telling you guys, Sesame Street has went the frickin' hell. I was like, oh yeah. I used to enjoy Sesame Street. Now I'm depressed every time I watch Sesame Street. Because like, oh yeah, 25 minutes of my life I'm not going to get back. Every single time. Because it's like, oh yeah. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah, we understand. HBO Max doesn't want to fucking renew Sesame Street. Fuck them asses. I'm just basically saying, at least if you're Sesame Street or Sesame Workshop Productions, you might as well frickin' just hang up the show right now, because no kid is going to want to spend 25 minutes of their morning watching Sesame Street when it's the same shit over and over and over again. Now here I go on my rant. But basically, on this segment on the Hutchins Hut, we're basically ranting about how much Sesame Street sucks. Yes, Sesame Street sucks. Bottom line, nothing even feels magic anymore. And I thought Disney was losing magic. Well, Sesame Street, yeah, they definitely lost magic. I'm like, oh yeah. Whatever happened to the magical place of Sesame Street we used to grow up on? Nope, not there no more. Oh yeah. Whatever happened to singing about sunny days and swinging the clouds away? Oh, that doesn't happen anymore. What happened to having all the adults on Sesame Street? Like, I don't know, like Gordon, Maria, or whatever. It's like stupid. They don't even have, like, now Sesame Street, it's like, oh yeah, you have all these characters that they introduced during the pandemic. I'm like, yo, this shit is just stupid. It's like all these new characters on Sesame Street are taking away the life of the other characters, and then most of the time you don't even see the other characters. I'm like, Gabriella, Tamir, whatever that fucking Asian girl is. I'm like, They don't even get you have the chance to frickin' enjoy the old Sesame anymore. Like, you don't even get to see the old Sesame characters we all know. Yeah, sometimes we might see Grover. Yeah, sometimes we might see Cookie Monster. But we won't see anybody else. Like, we don't see Big Bird. We don't see Oscar. You're lucky if you get Grover. But you don't get Grover too often. You never see Ernie and Bert anymore. You never see them anymore. Now it's like you never see Abby Cadabby anymore. You don't see her brother Rudy anymore. You don't see any of the other characters. Well, Zoe, I don't think I've even seen her in fucking forever. Murray, Murray, you don't see him. Murray was fucking big in 2010. You don't see Murray. You don't see, you don't even see Count Von Count. I'm like, yo, seriously? He's the oldest fucking guy there. Like, you don't see Count Von Count. You don't see Big Bird. You don't see Ernie. You don't see Bert. Half of the people you don't even see. If that is the Sesame Street that it just became, it's like, no. Like, you'll be lucky if you get Grover or Cookie Monster, but you don't get to see everybody else. I'm like, come on, bro. I'm like, you're throwing shade away. You're throwing the shade away on all the other characters they could possibly go exploring with. And instead, you put some broken-ass, woke-ass characters into Sesame Street, and people are losing interest because you have these broke-ass, woke-ass Sesame Street characters. Introducing all these new kid characters. Stupid! Like, you don't even... It's fucking dumb. So fucking dumb. So basically, my Sesame Street rant is basically saying, because ever since they introduced those new kids on Sesame Street, you don't even get to see the other characters on Sesame Street. You don't get to see the other characters on Sesame Street because the new characters are stealing the show. They're stealing the show. They're robbing Sesame Street. They're robbing Sesame Street blind. It's like, oh, yeah. Sure, we get the black kid and the black boy and the black girl. It's like, we don't want to see them. We want to see your real characters. And then, meanwhile, you never see your old characters anymore. You never see Big Bird. You never see Oscar. You never see Count. You never see Big Bird. I already said Big Bird. You never see... Like I'm saying, you kind of get the point. You kind of get the point now. But I'm basically kind of beating a horse that's already been dead on the ground already. Stabbing with a stick when it's already dead. But the point is, Sesame Street has gone to hell in the worst way of all ways. I'm basically saying, Sesame Workshop, if you're watching this video, I want you to wake the fuck up and use some of your characters. Because meanwhile, they probably might as well be on... They might as well freaking retire some of the characters, because, like, at this point, if you don't use the character, it's like, why even keep them on the employment if you can't freaking use the character that you made all the way back in 1969? You can't even use any of your characters you used in 1969. You can't use any of them? Seriously? Seriously. So basically, Sesame Street is basically destroyed, all because these new characters stole the spotlight. That's basically all I'm saying. The new characters on Sesame Street ruined Sesame Street. It's like, oh yeah. People going around saying controversial stuff, saying, oh, Elmo destroyed Sesame Street. No, he didn't. Elmo doesn't destroy Sesame Street. Elmo is the reason people watch Sesame Street. He didn't destroy Sesame Street. It's the new people that destroyed Sesame Street. The new characters that destroy Sesame Street. It's not Elmo's fault. In defense of Elmo, I'm a large Elmo supporter. In my defense, Elmo should just fucking have his chance to be able to be with his other old friends. I don't care about Elmo's new friends. I just want him to bring his old friends back. Like, you don't even see Baby Bear. You don't even see Telly. You don't even see any of them anymore. You don't see Telly Monster. You don't see Baby Bear. You don't see Oscar. You don't see Ernie. You don't see Bert. You don't see Abby Dabby as much anymore. She's kind of faded and depleted. Yeah, you don't even see any of them anymore. But the point I'm getting is, Sesame Workshop, if you're watching this video, or any Sesame Street Muppet fan, I want you to learn something. I want you to learn that people are out to destroy the universe as we know, and because we're not doing anything about it, and people are sabotaging the franchises we grow up with as kids, I'm basically saying, please bring old Sesame back. Please bring old Sesame back. At least use some of the characters. Use some of the originals. Don't use the frickin' new characters. All I'm saying is, I don't like the new characters. The new characters fucking suck. I want them to bring the old characters back. Sesame Street was better when it had old characters, and they actually had an hour, not 25 minutes. Because it feels like 25 minutes of my life is cheated because they have these fucking stupid new kids on the frickin' Sesame Street, and people don't resonate with them. People do not care about them. Okay, end of rant. See you later.